Okay, so I tried to make two videos, but it's like I just can't capture. I was about to say the word essence. And given everything with this magazine, I think I have to work on a blog post about this. So I don't know if I would talk about it, but I'll just press pause because it's funny how this came up anyway. So, but it's all over the internet right now, I notice, and I have something to say as well. And um, I just remember this pink and blue shirt that my older brother got me when he went to the Essence Festival. And he went to Tulane University. And are we talking now? No. But there's a big, serious reason, and it has a lot to do with trauma. Um, but I remember this shirt, and it was beautiful. It was bright pink and bright blue, and had all these black girls on it. And it was just such a pretty, funky shirt. And I remember I like cut off the collar so it could be like a. I was in my very expressive dress mode, but I cut off the collar so it could be like a shirt that hung off the shoulder. And I'm thinking of how pretty that shirt is now. And yeah, so I have something to say, I realize. In this part of also finding this voice. So, let me say quickly, I just actually wanted to talk about today, even though the day kind of started off really, I had gone to dance class today, but I left my shoes, and I also had a lesson. I started to work with someone for coaching for modeling, and we had to reschedule, so I'll do that tomorrow. But I'll say that to say too that like I have so many different interests and passions, and like I said before, I'm just seeing my potential at this big age. And it's so with that said, I'm going to probably do so many different types of things. I would like people to follow me. I don't know if I'm that girl, but if I am, that would be great. So I actually have to work on makeup things. And before I do that, I wanted to do a quick video on makeup things. So I have to come up with a couple of looks for a fashion show that I'm going to be doing on Sunday. And, such a cool experience to have to contact someone after looking online for fashion shows in this city and contacting people after looking online, seeing what's coming up. And I'll have to do a dramatic look, makeup look, and hair look. And I saw the show clothes that I'm going to be wearing two outfits. And one I just really, really am in love with, and the other's really, really, really nice, really beautiful as well. And one I just really, really, really visually, it's just stunning. Um, so anyway, before I get into that, then I have to figure out like headshot look, um, dance performance look, just a lot of different things. But I first wanted to talk about how nobody came to my graduations and how this is correlated to me not seeing my potential again at this big age. That there is an inheritance that I realized that has been bequeathed to me as a black girl / woman. And one specifically, let me just quickly say. So I'm looking back, and I don't know if I introduced myself. I did in the other video, but so I don't know if that I did or not. But I'll say my name. My name is Obina, and I'm rising with health, with healing within my family unit. So, nobody really on either side came to my graduations. One, I graduated 17th out of 89. That's like top 25%. The other, I graduated magna cum laude. And nobody knows this about me. So how would I know this about myself? The people I come from. God, who wants to be that person on the internet just crying, which actually that's fine actually. But I mean me, I don't it's something that I'm like, "Oh, great." Um but I remember my high school graduation from Pace Academy. And my senior year, I was a complete mess. I'll get to that another time, where the teacher still let me take my exams even though I'd missed them. And I was late to class almost every day. So I'm working to the point I had the assistant. Look, the name is headmaster, and to say it is kind of triggering. It was triggering then, but this is the name of the person. So imagine the environment I could be in, right? Um, so to the point, this person she said to me, Albina, you're going to disappoint a lot of people. Okay, and this is in Atlanta, right? So this is where the accent is coming in. And so I've held on to that for 20 plus years, where I am going to disappoint a lot of people because I couldn't even make it to school on time. I missed my exams. So I'm working through this as well. So I still, with the kindness of the teachers and the dean, kind of seeing that maybe I had been crashing out or just going through something, they gave me such grace, and I really am appreciative of this as I speak now and seeing how kind that is and was. But when I graduated, I had like my immediate family there, at least most, but when it comes to people that I'm related to, which I don't know if that's normal for people to come or not, but I had one uncle on my father's side, and then like a mail order bride from Brazil with long hair and a gold tooth. Really, with an image like that, we all know it's spelled Toof. Maybe you don't know, but I know it's spelled Toof. She had a gold tooth. Okay? Gold teeth. Teef. And I don't see anybody else or anybody really. I mean, I didn't even need that imagery. I just didn't. I didn't need that. I didn't even need that. Like, you could have taken that. You didn't. I didn't need that at my graduation. Um, but no grandparent, because I only have one on my father's side. There's again personal work through professional help that I am getting for kind of the details of the details of my existence, and my line and all of this. Nobody, nothing like that transference of lineage. None of that. Not on my mother's side either. No aunts, no uncle, none of her siblings. And I don't know what else to say actually, because I'm at a loss for words because the feelings are so deep. Does that make sense? The feelings are so deep that I don't know how to turn them into words. But that's what I have so far. I think that it's messaging I've gotten by way of my race and gender, a generational messaging. Um, Generational messaging for the oppression of a black girl historically in the United States for this side. And there's a lot of work I'm doing in regards to this. Hopefully I can find the professional help that's needed in order to continue this journey, or like continue to find a professional help. And then, um, so we'll have the black girl in the United States, then we'll also have the black girl in Nigeria, which I know people, I know that there's a lot, I could say, but with the patriarchal structure, and so there are things happening that I'm only beginning to articulate that have been invisible until I come into awareness within myself to begin to come into awareness of what's been around me all along. And so it feels, that's all I'm going to say. That's all I can really articulate right now. So let me go ahead and figure out this makeup bit. I have 12 minutes, so I can at least get one thing done. And okay, I'm out.